Welcome to another FAQ Monday. Today we talk about lots of your burning questions and I answer them and they go right into your ear holes. First question.
If you had to pick one silent recording option, Axe FX, Kemper, RealTube Heads plus Torpedo Live plugins or something else, what would it be? Thanks in advance.
That is totally up to you, good sir. And what I mean by that is, I don't know what kind of music you play. If you play just straight metal all the time, and if you're doing, just your own death metal bands demos and stuff, then get a 5150 and a Torpedo Live. But if you are going to be doing stuff for clients and reamping guitars for who knows what, I would definitely go with an Axe FX or a Kemper, and between those two is entirely up to you.
What you think about Chapman Guitars? I'm planning on buying a new guitar soon, and though I have not been able to try it myself, it looks pretty awesome for the price. Do you think I should take a chance, or put some more money into a PRS SC Custom 24?
Actually, I would go with the Chapman Guitars, and here's why. I would preface this by I did not get to spend hours upon hours with one. I did not get to sit on the couch and watch TV and fiddle around with one and have my way with it. However, at NAMM, I briefly had a chance to sit down with one and they kicked ass. I'll be completely honest. I was surprised because normally with a guitar at that price point, you were not expecting anything special really. I mean, you're expecting the basic stuff to be there, a decent bridge, an okay tuners, and okay sounding pickups. And those guitars are huge bang for the buck. And it reminded me of the kind of thing that Peavey started back in the day, which was, you can have something that is quality made with quality components and it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. And I highly recommend Chapman Guitars because it was awesome when I tried it.
Did you ever have a moment in your musical career where you were just like, F-U-C-K, why didn't I do this earlier? If so, with what?
Yes, and that is this whole YouTube thing. I had sleep apnea for, probably about 10 years, and I had no idea I had it. And I was getting about 2 hours of sleep a night for about 10 years, according to my doctors. And I had surgery, and the whole thing turned out to be very, very swollen tonsils. I had no idea. And I had surgery in 2010, Christmas of 2010, or 2009. And all of a sudden I had all this energy to do all this stuff. And I'd always play guitar, and I was always into gear, and I was always into recording, but not like this. And it was only then that I got to do and start the YouTube channel and just start sharing my general passion for gear. And I really, really regret not asking questions and not seeing a doctor sooner.
Have you been asked to join bands since your rise in YouTube?
Actually, I have not been seriously asked to join any bands since this whole YouTube thing. I get told all the time, you should be in a band, you should be in a band, but I like, eating, clearly I like eating. But I like eating when, I want to, and I like having money to pay my cell phone bill, and I just don't have the time. I know a lot of people view the short tunes that I write as kind of wastes, but really the creative side of me will always be going. And if I were ever to join a band, I'm sure that wouldn't stop. The only way I would actually join like a band is if they were already established and big. Like I would totally join A Day to Remember. I love A Day to Remember. Honestly, fight me, hate me, I don't even care. I would totally join them if they're like, hey Fluff, we need you to come play, because that would be super awesome. Or Queens of the Stone Age or something like that. Be super awesome. That'll never happen.
Hey Fluff, you have any experience removing the neck dive on a Gibson SG? Let the beard guide thee.
Actually, I can't help with that just a little bit. I was an auto mechanic for about 10 years. I did alignments and motors and all the sorts of stuff. I was hardcore into working on cars professionally. And we had these. And these are stick-on tire weights. And they have adhesive backing. And all they are is weights to balance a tire. And they look like this. I don't know if you can see that or not. And stick them in the control cavity. You can get these off Amazon. You just, Google stick-on wheel weights. And yeah, you can, they're pretty cheap. They're usually, a pack of them is usually less than $10. and stick them inside the cavity wherever you can, or on the back of the plate that covers the cavity, and that should help quite a bit with your neck dive. I got you.
What do you think your top 3 favorite mics are when you record guitar from a live cab? Also, what do you do to make it better in your DAW?
If I didn't say the Shure SM57, I think I would get loads of hate mail. So one of the mics of the 3 is going to be a Shure SM57. Not my favorite mic, but a lot of people get great tones out of it. My personal favorite mic is probably the Heil PR30 because it's flatter in response, and it's actually quite close to a Shure SM7, but specifically for guitar, whereas the SM7 can be used guitar and is used for guitar all the time, but it's mainly a vocal mic, and still a dynamic mic, but it's a large diaphragm dynamic mic, and so you get just lots of dynamics from it. And the last mic I would highly recommend is the Audio-Technica ATM 250DE, and that is a condenser and a dynamic mic in one. There's 2 microphones in one housing, and it's awesome. And I recorded my Fire Breather EP with it if you want to get a sense of what it sounds like. And it's an awesome mic. The 250DE is used lots of touring professionals. I know JB from August Burns Red toured one with his rig for years and years and years, and you see it all over the place. And I guess that is it for this week's FAQ. Again, if you guys want to leave a question, leave it down below in the comments, or my little Ask FM thing. I try to get to that, even though it's super flooded. And I want to thank you for watching. And as always, my name is Fluff, and I'll see you next time.